Hey students, the next topic we are going to see is about electric force. So what is meant by an electric force is the force because of the electric current. Okay, so that is electric force. Among the electric charges, there are two types of forces. What is the two types of forces is one is attractive, the other one is a repulsive force. So how is attractive and how is repulsive is when you consider the two same charges. So same charges, the other word you can say it as like charges. Okay, when you consider two like charges, what it does, it repels. Okay, so that force is said to be what, a repulsive force. Okay, and when you have any opposite signs, opposite sign is what, the unlike charges. So when you have the unlike charges, what happens, it attracts, and that is an attractive force. Okay, so among the electric charges there are two kinds of charges. They are what, one is attractive, the other one is repulsive. So the like charges repel and the unlike charges attract. Yes, clear with this? Then the forces existing between the charges is called as a electric forces. So whatever force is either attractive or the repulsive, so whatever the force is existing between the charges, and that force is called as what, electric forces. Clear? And these forces can be explained even when the charges are not in contact. Even suppose here it is repulsive, they are not in contact, but even then between them the electric force is existing. Clear with what is an electric force? Okay, then so this is a diagram which represents the like and the unlike charges. So this is the like charges, they both, what it does, they repel. Okay, and same way this both are same charges, so they repel. Here they are opposite charges, so they attract each other. So between all these charges there is a electric force. Clear with what is an electric force? Okay, then next is an electric field. So what is meant by an electric field is the region in which the charge experiences the electric force that forms a electric field around the charge. Okay, suppose you consider the charge like this. Okay, then and if you place any charge at this place, we can just see that around this charge at some distance we can experience with this effect. Okay, so this charge effect can be felt at some distance. Okay, and over what distance that charge can be felt, that is called as what, electric field. Okay, so the region in which the charge experiences the electric force, and that is called as what, electric field around the charge. Often the electric field is represented by the lines and the arrowheads indicating the direction of electric field. Okay, so often this direction will be indicated by what, an arrow mark. Okay, that is called as what, arrowheads. Okay, so one line followed by one arrowhead, that represents what, the direction of the electric field. The direction of the electric field is the direction of the force. Okay, so where is the direction of the force, that side is the direction of the electric field. Clear with this? What is an electric field? Okay, I'll say you once again, the region in which the charge experience electric force that forms. Okay, so in what region any charge experiences a force. Okay, if you are bringing a negative charge here, what happens, they attract. Okay, because here around this there is an electric field. Same way, when you are bringing a positive charge at this place, it will not repel, but when you are moving it at this place, it repels, because around this there is a electric field. Okay, and that is called as a electric field. Clear with this? Okay, the lines which are representing this electric field, they are called as a electric lines of force. As I've told you already, from positive charge, if the lines are like this, okay, and these lines are said to be what, the electric lines of force. And the electric lines of force are straight or curved paths. Okay, so it can be either straight path or it can also be what, curved path, which along which a unit positive charge tends to move in the electric field. So along this path only the positive charge will tend to move. Okay, so that lines are said to be what? Electric lines of force. Okay, so the electric lines of force are straight or curved path. Okay, so the electric lines of force are straight or curved path along which the unit positive charge it tends to move. Okay, tends to move in the electric field. Clear? The electric lines of force are the imaginary lines. Okay, so they are not the real lines which are formed, they are just the imaginary lines. Okay, the strength of electric field is represented by how close the field lines are to one another. So to one another, how close the field lines are, based on that is a strength. Okay, if we have large number of close lines like this, then the strength is more. Suppose if we have lines in this way, then the strength is what? Weaker. Okay, so based on this we can also say the strength of the electric field based on the lines. Clear? So the electric lines of force are straight or curved paths along which the positive charge tends to move in the electric field. Okay, so next is when you are considering for an isolated positive charge, the electric lines of force are radially outwards, and for negative charge they are radially towards, that is inwards. Okay, so how it is represented is, so this is an isolated. So what is meant by isolated is a separate. Okay, so when you are considering for a separate positive charge, the electric charge is outwards because the charge always moves from positive to negative. Okay, so charge always moves from what? Positive to negative. So from positive it is moving to negative அப்படின்றதுனால it will be pointing outward. Clear? Same way if you are considering for negative, from positive the charge will come inward. Okay, so from positive the charge will come inward towards the negative, and so we can say that it is radially inwards. Okay, so for isolated positive charge it is radially outwards, and for isolated negative charge they are radially inwards. Clear with this concept? Okay, so for positive charge they are outward because it moves from positive to negative அப்படின்றதுனால from here it is moving outside. Okay, so it is outward. Then for negative charge it is inwards. How it is inwards is from positive it is coming inside. Okay, and so it is inward. Okay, so clear with the direction of this? Okay, and next we have the diagram representing the electric lines. So see here, this is a positive. So see the arrow mark over here, it is outward. Okay, it is moving outward, and for negative it is moving inward. As I have told you, from positive it moves to negative அப்படின்றதுனால. Okay, same when you are considering both the positive as well as negative which are nearer. Okay, from positive it moves to the negative. Okay, so we have arrow mark like this, from positive to negative, so towards the negative. Here also, yes, from positive nala என்ன ஆகும், it comes outward, so it is outward, and when you have a negative charge it is inward. Clear? Same way when you are considering two negative, it just repels. Okay, so it all the charges are repelling inward. Okay, here all the charge are in repelling towards. Okay, and this is how the two charges are, and see all the places it is moving from positive to negative. Electric field at a point is a measure of the force on a unit positive charge placed at that point. Okay, so when you measure the value of electric field, it is given by force divided by q, that is E is equal to F by Q. This is a formula for the electric field. Okay, and so here it is said that this, instead of this Q, here we are saying as unit positive charge. Since we are considering the charge to be positive here, this is considered to be unit. Unit is what? The value is considered to be 1. If this value is 1, okay, then we get E is equal to what? F. Okay, so E is what? The electric field. F is what? The force. So we can say that the electric field is a measure of the force. When this is equal to force, when we have the charge to be 1. So unit positive charge. Okay, so electric field at a point is a measure of the force. Be clear with this formula. Only knowing with this formula, you will be able to write with this definition. Okay, so what is the formula is E is equal to F divided by Q. Okay, so when you consider the value of Q to be equal to 1, okay, so இதுல Q வந்து என்ன value வச்சுக்கிறோம் 1 ன்னு வச்சிரும். Okay, so this value becomes as 1. So we get E is equal to what? F. What is E? Is a electric field. Okay, so what is F? Is the force. So we can say that the electric field is a measure of force. When it will be the measure of force? When we have the charge to be 1. Instead of saying as 1, here it is said as unit அப்படின்ற ஒரு word use பண்றோம். Okay, so hereafter in physics, just know that wherever you are using with the unit, okay, so not on the basis of units. So what is the unit of force அப்படின்னா will not be saying is the value is 1. Okay, but wherever you are considering this value to be 1 அப்படின்னும் போது we'll be writing it as unit. Okay, so unit positive charge which is placed at that point. Clear? Then the positive charge will experience a force in the direction of the electric field. Okay, so positive charge always experiences along the direction and the negative charge experiences in the opposite direction. So positive charge experiences along the direction, negative charge will experience in the opposite direction. Clear? So this is about the electric force and the electric field. Clear?